Hello students, welcome to the day 6 of the periodic table class. The topics which we have studied previously are group 7a halogens and group 0 noble gases from page numbers 91 and 92 of your concise chemistry book. And topics for today are general trends in the modern periodic table, that is down the group and along the period, from page numbers 86, 87 and 88 of your concise chemistry book. Objective of today's topic is to give you the knowledge about the general trends down the group and along the period. Let's start with the general trends in the modern periodic table. First of all, we'll start with groups. So first trend is number of shells and valence electrons. So as you know that the number of shells increase arithmetically as we move down the group and the number of valence electrons remains the same, that is equal to the number of the group. Now look at this example. If we take elements of the first group, then electronic configuration of these elements is this, and as you see the number of shells increases from 2 to 6 as we move down the group, and here the number of valence electrons is equal to 1, which is equal to the group number. So all these elements, they belong to group number 1 because they have one valence electron in their outermost shell. Next is valency. Now as you know that valency is equal to the number of electrons present in the valence shell of an atom of an element. Therefore, the valency of the elements of group 1 is equal to 1 because there is only one electron in their valence shell. Hence, the number of shells increases as we move down the group and the valence electrons, they remain the same. So the elements of one particular group have equal valency and equal number of valence electrons. So the elements of group 1 will have valency 1 and elements of group 2 will have valency 2. The elements of group 1a will have valency 1 and the elements of group 2a will have the valency 2. But for group 13, the valency will be 13 minus 10 is equal to 3. Similarly, for group 14, the valency will be 14 minus 10 is equal to 4. For group 15, it will be 18 minus 15 is equal to 3. For 16, it will be 18 minus 16 is equal to 2. And for group 17, it will be 18 minus 17 is equal to 1. Where 18 is the number of the last group, that is group 0, minus the group number. The valency of 0 group or group 18 is 0. Next is properties of elements. So the elements of same group will have similar electronic configurations and equal number of valence electrons. Therefore, they have similar physical and chemical properties. So the properties of elements change uniformly down a particular group. For example, first one is alkali metals or group 1. Alkali metals are very reactive and the degree of reactivity increases down the group. For example, lithium will be least reactive and cesium will be most reactive. Next is the case of halogens or group 17. Now halogens are also very reactive. They are most reactive nonmetals. And the degree of reactivity decreases as we move from fluorine to iodine. That is, along a period from left to right, the reactivity decreases. For example, fluorine will be the most reactive nonmetal and iodine will be the least reactive halogen. Atomic size. The atomic size increases as we move down the group. Why? Because the number of shells increases. For example, size of lithium atom will be the smallest and size of the cesium atom will be the largest, which is depicted clearly in this picture. You can see that the number of shells are increasing. Therefore, the number of electrons and protons is also increasing as we move down the group. This increase in number of electrons results in electrostatic forces of repulsion. This force of repulsion will be more than the nuclear pull towards the valence shell. Therefore, the size of the atom will increase because the nuclear pull towards the last shell of an atom will decrease. Therefore, the atomic size also increases as we move down a group. Next is metallic character. As we move down the group, the metallic character increases. For example, elements of group 15, that is nitrogen and phosphorus, they are non-metals. But elements of the same group, that is arsenic and antimony, are metalloids, whereas bismuth is metal. Due to this increase in the metallic character, the oxides of the elements, they become increasingly basic as we move down the group. If we take the example of oxides of the elements of group 15, then oxides of nitrogen and phosphorus are acidic in nature, whereas oxides of arsenic and antimony are amphoteric in nature, and the oxides of bismuth are basic in nature. Hydrogen is a non-metal, but still it has been placed on the top of group 1 because the electronic configuration of hydrogen is similar to the alkali metals, and secondly, both hydrogen and alkali metals have one valence electron. But due to very small size of hydrogen atom, many of its properties are quite different from alkali metals. Let us discuss the trends along the periods. The first one is number of shells. Now, when we move from left to right along a period, then the number of shells, it remains the same. For example, the elements of third period will have number of shells is equal to 3. Now, if we look at this table comprising of elements of third period, we can clearly see that the atomic number is increasing when we move from sodium to argon, and the electronic configuration, it comprises of 3 shells only. So, the number of shells is remaining the same as we move along a period. If we talk about the number of electrons in valence shell, then we can clearly observe that the number of electrons are increasing arithmetically when we move from left to right. Next is valency. The valency with respect to hydrogen increases arithmetically from 1 to 4, and then it decreases back to 1. Whereas the valency with respect to oxygen increases from 1 to 7. It can be clearly observed in this table that the valency with respect to hydrogen in case of lithium to fluorine it first increases to 4 up till carbon, and then it decreases to 1 up till fluorine. The valency with respect to oxygen increases as we move left to right along a period. Next trend is shown in the size of atoms. The size decreases as we move from left to right along a period. Why? Because there is increase in number of electrons as well as the number of protons, and number of protons increase, that means there is increase in the nuclear pull. So the valence shell is pulled more towards the nucleus of an atom. Therefore the size decreases as we move from left to right along a period, and this can be clearly seen in this picture. If we move from lithium towards fluorine, then you can see that the number of shells are remaining the same, but the number of protons are increasing. So the nuclear pull is increasing, and therefore the size decreases. Next is the properties of elements. The properties of elements depend upon the number of electrons in its outermost shell. Therefore, reactivity first decreases up to group 14 and then increases because the valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then it decreases back to 1 when we move along a period. Next, group 1 elements are most reactive metals and group 17 elements are most reactive non-metals. Why? We have discussed this in the previous class also, that group 1 elements and group 17 elements, that is halogens, are in close proximity with group 0 elements. So to attain the noble gas configuration and to complete their octet, elements of group 1 lose 1 electron and the elements of group 17 they gain 1 electron. Next trend can be seen in the metallic character. Now on moving from left to right, the metallic character gradually decreases. That is, the elements towards the left of the periodic table are metallic and the elements towards the right of the periodic table are non-metallic. The last element of each period is inert. For example, if we take the elements of second period and third period, then lithium and beryllium are metals, and similarly sodium, magnesium and aluminium are also metals, whereas boron and silicon are metalloids, whereas carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine are non-metals, and neon and argon are inert gases. Next is oxides of elements. Now as the metallic character, it decreases on moving from left to right along a period. Therefore, oxides become progressively less basic and finally change to an acidic character. For example, in the case of oxides of the second period, the oxides of lithium are basic in nature, whereas oxides of fluorine are acidic in nature. Similarly, in the case of oxides of third period, the oxides of sodium are basic in nature, whereas the oxides of chlorine are acidic in nature. Children, open the page number 86 of your concise chemistry book and start reading with me. 5.10 Journal trends in the modern periodic table. Groups. Numbers of shells and valence electrons. As we go down a group, number of shells increases arithmetically and number of valence electrons remains equal to the number of the group to which the element belongs. Also, number of electron shells in a given element equals the number of period to which it belongs. Consider halogens group 17 as shown below. The elements of group 17 are given here, and here the number of shells are shown which is equal to the period number, and here the electronic configuration is shown, and you can clearly see that there are 7 electrons in the valence shell of each element of group 17. Next is valency. Valency of an element equals to the number of electrons present in its valence shell. Since elements in a particular group have an equal number of electrons in their respective valence shells, valency of all elements in a given group is the same. For example, valency of any alkali metal is 1 as shown in the table below. Now you can clearly see that in the electronic configuration of alkali metals, there is only one valence electron. So therefore the valency is same, that is 1, which is equal to the group number. Now here the method of calculating the valency of elements of a particular group has been shown. We have already discussed this earlier. The valency of group 0 or group number 18 elements is 0. Next is properties of elements. Elements in a given group possess similar electronic configurations because the number of electrons in their respective outermost shells is the same. Hence, they have very similar physical and chemical properties which change uniformly down that particular group. For example, alkali metals group 1 are very reactive and degree of reactivity further increases down the group. So reactivity it increases as we move from lithium to cesium down the group. Halogen atoms also are very reactive, but their degree, here the spellings of there are wrong, but their degree of reactivity decreases as we move from fluorine to iodine. Next is atomic size. As one moves down a group, the size of atoms of successive elements increases. This is because of progressive increase in the number of shells. For example, in group 1, atomic size increases as one moves from lithium to cesium. Fifth is metallic character. Metallic character increases as one moves down a group. For example, in group 15, nitrogen and phosphorus are nonmetals. Arsenic and antimony are metalloids, and bismuth is a typical metal. It is on account of gradual increase in metallic character of elements from top to bottom that oxides of elements become increasingly basic in character, moving in the same direction, that is down the group. The oxides of elements of group 15, that is oxides of nitrogen and phosphorus, are acidic in nature. The oxides of arsenic are amphoteric in nature, whereas the oxides of antimony and bismuth are basic in nature. Note, hydrogen has been placed at the top of group 1 above the alkali metals of that group because the electronic configuration of hydrogen is similar to those of alkali metals. Both hydrogen and alkali metals have one valence electron. However, hydrogen atom is very small in size and therefore many of its properties are different from those of alkali metals. As such, while discussing the alkali metals of group 1, hydrogen is ignored. However, in some periodic tables, hydrogen is not placed in any group. It is treated as a very special element and thus placed alone at the head of the periodic table. Therefore, if you get a question that why hydrogen has been placed at the top of group 1, although it has properties different from that of alkali metals, then you can give this reasoning. These periods, number of shells. On moving from left to right in a given period, number of shells remains the same. For example, in the third period, the number of shells remains 3, that is equal to the number of period. So here the elements of third period and their atomic numbers and electronic configurations has been given, and here you can clearly see that the number of shells is remaining the same and the number of electrons and number of protons is increasing. Next is number of electrons in valence shell. In a given period, number of electrons in valence shell increases from left to right. Valency. Valency of elements with respect to hydrogen increases arithmetically from 1 to 4 and back to 1, which is clearly visible from this table that the valency of lithium with respect to hydrogen is 1 and that of fluorine with respect to hydrogen is also 1. So the valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then it again decreases from 3 to 1 as we move along a period. But valency of elements with respect to oxygen increases from 1 to 7, which is clear from this table. Next is size of atoms. Size of atom decreases when moving left to right in a period. That is, the increase in number of protons results in increase in the nuclear pull, which further decreases the size of the atom. Thus, in a particular period, alkali atoms have the largest size and halogen atoms are the smallest. This is clear from this picture. Next is properties of elements. Properties of an element depend upon the number of electrons in its outermost orbit. Since in a period number of electrons in valence shell changes, properties of elements in a period differ significantly. Reactivity first decreases up to group 14 and then increases. Thus, group 1 elements are the most reactive metals while those of group 17 are the most reactive non-metals. Next is metallic character. On moving from left to right in a given period, metallic character gradually decreases, that is, it changes from metallic to non-metallic. The last element of each period is inert. The elements of the second period are shown here, out of which lithium and beryllium are metals. Boron is metalloid, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine are nonmetals and neon is inert gas. Next is oxides of elements. Oxides of elements in a particular period become progressively less basic and finally change to an acidic character. For example, consider the oxides of the third period elements. Oxides of third period are shown here, and the acidic character increases as we move from left to right along the period. That is, if we move from sodium towards chlorine along the third period. Children, that is all for today. Kindly revise the page numbers 86, 87 and 88 of your concise chemistry book and solve the back exercise questions and in text.